Good afternoon and welcome to GP Video Podcast by Nadia. As you guys know that we have been talking about medicinal cannabis in the last few video podcasts, and we will continue with that today as well. So we have been talking about cannabis. What is cannabis? Cannabis is a plant and it has been grown and used for centuries as food, medication, fuel, fiber, textile, shelter, as well as an intoxicant. So the reason it is controversial is because whenever it is used as an intoxicant, then it of course is controversial and is not safe. Medicinal cannabis, on the other hand, refers to the medical use of chemicals found in the cannabis plant to treat or relieve illness and health condition. So, as I said, that cannabis is a plant and it is composed of many chemicals. It is composed of many chemicals which have different properties. There are two of those chemicals that were discovered in the 1960s. One of them is called THC and the other one is called CBD. THC and CBD are the main components, are the main chemicals, are the main parts of the cannabis plant, which are nowadays used as medications. THC is the part that is the psychoactive part of the cannabis plant, and when used in excess can cause toxicity, can cause you to be high, can impair the judgment, can be an intoxicant. But when it's used as refined medicine in the defined quantities, it is used as a medicine, like it is used as medicine in different medical conditions, which I will talk about later. So now we are clear that cannabis is a plant which has been grown for over thousands of years and has been used for different purposes. Why it is controversial? Because it can be used as an intoxicant as well. Now, cannabis has many chemicals, cannabis has many different parts, but the two main parts or the two main chemicals which are nowadays used as medications are called THC and CBD, which were discovered or which were isolated in 1960s. So now so THC and CBD. So this is the cannabis plant and the chemicals that we are talking about. Then the discovery of THC opened the doors to further research and a better understanding of the human physiology. As I said, THC is the most abundant part and which is the psychoactive part as well, while CBD is the second most abundant and non-addictive component of the cannabis plant and is characterized by a very low level of toxicity. So CBD is the safest, it is not psychoactive, it does not make you high, and it has got a very low level of toxicity, while THC, which is the most abundant part, is the one which is psychoactive, and when taken in excess quantities and non-refined quantities and non-refined properties, then it will cause you to be high, intoxicated, and will impair your judgment. Then in 1990s, so first the exogenous part, the cannabis plant and the chemicals were discovered. But following the discovery in the 1960s, in 1990s, there was cloning of CB1 and CB2 receptors, followed by the discovery of our own endocannabinoids, anandamide and 2-AG. So first, the scientists found the two chemicals which were the most important in the cannabis plant. That's why it's called exogenous or phytocannabinoids. Following the discovery of that in 1960s, then scientists found out that there is a system in the human body which is called endocannabinoid system, which is composed of two main endocannabinoids called anandamide and 2-AG, and CB1 and CB2 receptors in the body, which are present in the entire body, in the central nervous system, of course, in brain and spinal cord, and in the peripheral nervous tissues, as well as other parts of the body. So finally, the endocannabinoid system was discovered. It is the universal system of internal regulation, cellular communication, and homeostasis present in humans, animals, and plants. And it is very fascinating that our own bodies produce cannabinoids naturally similar to THC, which I've just spoken about, that this is the component which is the most abundant component in the cannabis plant, is used as the medicine, and it is the psychoactive part. So basically it is very fascinating for my understanding that first the cannabis plant was discovered, like the chemicals were discovered. Then the endocannabinoid system of our body was discovered. So THC was something similar to the endocannabinoids that our bodies produce. So this is very fascinating. So as I said, that the receptors, so there are three components of the endocannabinoid system. One is the endocannabinoids, which are similar to THC. Then we have got the receptors to which these endocannabinoids go and attach themselves. And then there are enzymes which, are involved in the production and degradation of these endocannabinoids. So basically, what happens is, what is this system involved in? It is involved in the regulation of many physiological processes, including stress, emotion, memory, cognition, sleep, digestion, inflammation, thermoregulation, neural development, neuroprotection, movement, psychomotor behavior, pain, cardiovascular and immune function, metabolism, and appetite regulation. In short, the role of the endocannabinoid system can be described as controlling eating, sleeping, relaxing, forget, and protect functions. So it is very interesting that the endocannabinoid system was unraveled more than 20 years ago, so in 1990s, which is now considered as the most important discovery of the 20th century in human biology. However, sadly, the majority of health professionals until like few years ago, so let's say till 2015 till 2016, were unaware of this important system, and it has not been part of the curriculum in medical schools, which is sad, but that's the reality. We'll continue with all of that tomorrow. Thank you.